Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 9 German Premium Heavy Tank, Angry Phil. The actual tank is obviously the Kampfpanzer 70. I made quite a few videos on this tank talking about why it's so good, why it's one of my favorite Tier 9s, and in today's video, I'll be doing the same thing as usual. But I did want to put a bit of a backstory to why I call this tank Angry Phil, and I actually didn't come up with the name. It's an original name from Bushka, like maybe 6 years ago. I don't know. The video's old. It was before I even posted any videos or thought I was ever going to post videos on my channel. I always thought Bushka was one of the most engaging people to watch when it comes to content creation. Even if he barely edits his videos, he's such a engaging person just to listen to, talk to, and I always idolized him. And when he made the video on this tank, this was always a tank that just stood out to me, and the name Angry Phil perfectly suits the playstyle of this tank. It's just an angry little tank that pokes you, goes, ha ha, shot you for 560, and then backs in the cover. And then does it 15 seconds later and laughs at you again, backs in the cover. And its armor's good, it always gets troll bounces. It's just an Angry Phil type of tank. Well, in today's video, I'll be showing you how angry Phil can get. So let's get straight into it. Starting off, we arrive on Yamato Harbor. Up against us, we got some deadly tanks. We got a Badger, Chieftain Mark 6, IS-7, Conqueror, and an ST-1. That makes 4 heavies, and if you include that Badger, actually 5 heavy tanks. I also have 2 mediums. So their lineup is absolutely stacked, because we have a 183, which is already basically -1 tanks on our team. So it's, yeah, they got a strong lineup. We have a decent lineup too. I mean, we got a Minnow, which is very good for holding. Kampfpanzer 50 totally great, especially paired with the 62A. So we definitely have some good tanks. And especially because I'm in a Kampfpanzer, I can definitely control a lot of the engagements due to the alpha that I carry. So we're going to make our way into the front line over here and see what we can do. I'm not going to say anything for this first shot. I'm just going to let you watch. I have nothing to say. I seriously have absolutely nothing to say from that shell there. I cannot believe that shell missed. There's so many people out there that try to cry in my comment section. They're like, oh, Droodles has such good RNG. Yeah, that shot does not ring true for that comment. But either way, we were able to pen a shell into that IS-7. I don't know why this IS-7 was playing like he was here. He's already lost 1,100 health to me. I've blocked a shell from him, although that was never going to pen me to begin with. So already we've taken off half of that tank, and it shows you just where the alpha of this vehicle is so dang nice. The fact that you can outtrade your opponent so easily. There you go again, easy heat shell right into the little itty bit of his lower plate there. And with that, we've now taken 1,650 hit points off of that IS-7. Now, if we take a look at medium side, it's not looking all too good over there. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I need to get some big shells out now. Our team is not doing great, and even if I bleed a bit of health, which this IS-7 does get a shell into me, it's just really important that I do as much as I can as possible right now on this side of the map. So what I was really hoping is that somebody clears the IS-7, and yes, the E75 finishes him off. Thank you very much, which allows me to come over here and be very aggressive. We get a shell into the side of the ST-1 for a nice high roll of 603, and with that we are just at 2,800 damage at this point. Even though the Kampfpanzer 70 does not feature crazy DPM at about 2,130, it is fine. It's more than fine, especially because I am running calibrated shells. I got plenty of PEM sitting at 340 mils. I got really good standard pen as well, about 260. Now, what did annoy me here is this IS-7. I was trying to get around the guy, and he just would not go. All they have is a Chieftain Mark 6 and a one-shot IS-7. I finish off the Chieftain with a bit of a high roll at 580, and finally that IS-7 was able to go. At this point, we've already dealt 4,000 damage, but we're not done yet. We still got that Badger left, because the 183 finishes off that enemy E50M, and I got to help out our 183. Hopefully, he's not going to die. So we're going to make our way over here as fast as possible. Go! 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 Yeah, the Kampfpanzer is not slow, but it's also obviously not incredibly fast at 40, but it gets there. It'll definitely get there. So we're aiming at the side of the Badger, and bonk! Oh, we max roll the shell and light him on fire, dealing 900 damage in total from that single shot there, and in total, dealing 4,800 damage in the end of this battle. An absolutely crazy good game to showcase just the absolute strengths that the Kampfpanzer features. But we're not done yet. We got one more battle, and this one is on Winter Melanovka. Up against us, we got a Jagdpanzer, Sheridan, Type 71, E50 Jagdtiger, TL7 120, and at last, the Waffenträger Panzer IV. Their lineup is definitely better than ours. We can see that we got a 50B, a 4005. Yeah, those two tanks aren't going to be great. The Object 704 actually said in chat that this was his first battle in tier 10, so that didn't instill a lot of confidence in me, and he also has no camo on. So, I didn't think all too much of greatness when our battle started, but it actually turned out that this game went pretty well. So we're going to find out just exactly what happened. The first mistake the enemy team had was nobody really pushed the way they should have. Their heavies went towards A, which meant that I had free range over C and B. So we're going to notice their Type 71 YOLOs into base B for no reason. He's going to get spotted now. And yeah, I'm not really sure why he went to B. But because he did, I'm going to aim in a shell on his turret cheek, and it flies right into it, hitting for 512. That was just a lucky shell, I'll be completely honest. I guess that made up for my Conqueror shot that completely missed. Actually, no, that did not make up for my Conqueror shot. That shell was stupid. But either way, I'll take the 500 damage. We're going to aim it on the Type 71's turret cheek again. Here we go, aiming, aiming, aiming. Flies directly where I want it to, and bounces. The Type 71 turret is one of those armor profiles that it says it's a pen, but it's just not half the time. It is incredibly troll and hard to penetrate. But you know what? We're doing fine. We haven't bled any health, so if I bounce a shell or two, doesn't matter all too much. Plus, Type 71 turns his turret to the side, which allows me to slap another shell right into his tank. One thing you'll notice about the Kampfpanzer is that it actually features really solid accuracy at .344. For an IS-4, yeah, the accuracy is not too great because it's got 420 alpha, but increase it alpha by an additional 140, and yeah, that actually is pretty nice. You can see how easy it is just to slap these big old bonkers into your opponents. We're already up to 1600 damage and 3 shells penned, and we're not done yet. We're going to keep on aiming over here. Now, funnily enough, I did not think I was spotted. I thought that I was far enough back that the Yag and the other Yag did not see me. But it turns out I was actually detected by that Yag Tiger. Or maybe they were shooting at my 4005. I don't know. But I did get shot there. So I decided maybe it's not the best idea to keep on poking a Jagdpanzer E100. Let's make our way over towards this T92E1's position. Even if the T92 is a no camo and probably not going to be all too effective, which you're going to see in a moment, it's still good to at least have somebody here. That way I could use them as hit points if at the end of the day I need to. So we're going to make our way over around this rock. Oh, press my pause button there for a second. We're going to make our way over around this rock. We can see the Yag. Easy slap right into his tank for 550. And now we're going to back on up. Okay. Well, we can see the Yag's off to the side, distracted by the T92, which is perfect. It means I don't need to deal with that Yag. We got 4,000 DPM on us, though, which is not going to be all too fun. But hey, it doesn't matter how much DPM this guy has if we get a lucky fire and max roll the shell, finishing him off. Again, alpha is sometimes key, and you may have the most DPM in the world, but doesn't matter too much if I'm able to roll you like that. So we're up to 2850 damage at this point. T92E1 gets absolutely blasted out of existence, but we're up to 3000 now, so I can't really complain. At this point, we're doing fine. We're up on base capture anyway, so this should be a fairly easy win. We're not done yet, though. We got the TL7, and this guy probably thought, haha, I'm so smart. I'm going to deal with this guy. Oh, crap. Yeah, he was aiming at the tortoise, and the tortoise got yeeted, and I was like, you're not getting anywhere. Oh, no, no. I'm not dealing with anybody farming me booty hole. But now we got the Yag left in front of us. 820 on the cap. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's aim it on the Yag. I was thinking about shooting the hatch, but I was like, yeah, you know what? We got enough heat pen to barely cut through the Yag. One fucking fact I can always say is that if a tank is very hazy, and you'll notice that for the Yag here when we shoot again, the color of the tank is very ever so slightly not as red as the rest. You'll see here that it's a little bit less red, a perfect example there, from the superstructure next to him. If it's ever hazy, essentially it's going to be a pen. That's what I've learned, and as you'll notice, I aim it at the spot, and it pens. Even though the Yag does slap me back quite hard, right through the turret roof, although I guess it doesn't show the shell marker. But either way, we went on base cap. I would have loved to have gotten another pen into that Yag and break 5,000 damage, but you know what? I'll take 4,700. That's still a very solid chunk, and once again, a great example of the Kampfpanzer 70's attributes to the battle. This is a super fun tank. It's always been a super fun tank, and I really can't complain about it. It's just so many fun aspects combined into one. It's definitely a keeper if it shows up in store, especially because it usually comes out cheap, but at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think about this tank in the comments down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.